Okay. So, let me see, because we were here last time. You guys were still kind of snoozing away inside of SQ's hut.
My beautiful rainbow hut.
Indeed. So it's...
Yep, and useful it was too, because it keeps us camouflaged away from prying eyes.
Yeah. She's useful sometimes.
There we go. This is kind of weird doing this on my phone. Alright. Okay. So, look at that. We're all here. Hanging about inside of SQ's lovely little tunnel of love. Inside, you had learned many things. It was certainly a time for reflection within this area. After just recently, basically running away from the town that you were just in after nicking a couple of the gems straight off the neck of the shadow known as Monsieur de Grey.
And by the way, major league props to Crocy for managing to pull that off.
Seriously.
Yeah, that was that. I mean, oof, the rolls on that one, man. Anyway, after being inside of the hut, after running away, and getting out just outside of the city gates, you guys managed to find a somewhat enclosed little area, pop up the mini hut, and inside you take time to evaluate many of the things that have been going on, especially the more recent visit from the Black Assassin, which has turned out to be the Lord's daughter, the one previously assumed dead. You also discover that the flowers that were in and around where these children were taken also have a strange, unique ability, as SQ certainly found out herself. It causes paralysis. A very similar state to death.
So in other words, we got to go dig her up now.
And she would be in Creepost, where you have many, 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 many of the gods of Monsieur de Grey now out looking for you.
Well, they can try.
Okay. No, I mean, I love the confidence. That's great.
And no, you don't.
But practically, we do have to save the kid. I mean, I know exactly how much importance you guys put on post iterations of yourselves, and therefore I realise it's very important that we go and save this child. Plus, not least of which is the fact is she's wearing a mask with my face, so I kind of feel responsible.
I think I read somewhere that's called nepotism, but like, we can save her. Yeah, I think we should.
All right.
I think we should share. So I think does anybody know how to make us a bit more stealthy? All of us.
I have a disguise kit.
I can do it in 3 levels.
I can paint you to look like a woman robot.
We
could just buy a bunch of cloaks. Oh no, I know. We could like crouch and then we're invisible.
Oh, I could get on one of your shoulders and we could pretend to be a giant.
Yes, and we wear one big trench coat.
Yes!
I do have something that will probably allow me to disguise myself for about an hour or so. But that means we need to get in, sort it out, and get the hell out again within an hour. And it also means that we're still going to look like us, which is a small halfling somebody of my size and shape, a man in an armored suit, and an ever-changing other person.
Okay, hear me out. Legis, can I borrow one of your coats? And then I can sit on somebody's shoulders, and we can be a taller person, so there's no halfling involved. And then, obviously, Tinder can just change, and then I can dress Kurosi up like a lady?
God, you guys have trouble disguising yourselves. Ha! Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
I mean, to be fair, I can completely alter the way that I look, but I can only do it for about an hour or so.
Isn't.
So, what would you guys like to do? At this current moment, there's no over-the-top danger.
I've got alter self, so
You do, yeah.
so I can basically just make myself. You can decide what you look like, including height, weight, facial features, sound of my voice, everything. I'm still me. I'm still exactly the same. It just I can't change into a horse or anything, but I could change into an elf or whatever, and I can wander in. But I'm just worried about the rest of you.
I could maybe cast Minor Illusion and give myself a mustache.
I
Nice.
don't think that's going to be quite enough.
And a beard? And bushier eyebrows. And I can make myself bald. I think the hair sometimes gives me away.
I'm thinking that any halfling with a musical instrument is probably going to be suspicious as far as they're concerned.
I won't be a halfling. I'll be on someone's shoulders. I'll be a giant lady with a beard. And also a lute. I can't really do that, I'm sorry.
And the lute is going to be normal halfling size?
I don't know how to make it bigger.
No, I'm just pointing out that there might be a minor problem with the disguise.
I can tell them it's of sentimental value. It was my aunt's, and I like it.
So it's a ukulele then?
Yes!
Sort of.
Sure.
There you go.
Okay. Turning to my armoured friend. Rosie,
Yes.
do you have a way of changing how you look or hiding your appearance or something?
If you weren't here for a Cruci, their plan is to sneak back into Creephost in hopes to dig up what the Lord's daughter, who they believe to be not dead.
Well, I mean, are alive.
Or at the very, very least, alert their family to the situation so that they can go and dig her up. And I do think we should probably be doing it and get there as fast as possible.
The best I can do is hide my face.
It's settled then. I will sit on
Sorry.
Kuroshi's shoulders and
Sorry, can I
disguise
ask the
myself
question?
as a man.
Sorry, can I ask, is your method of hiding your face putting your helmet on?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I definitely have to sit on Kuroshi's shoulders for this one.
Yeah. Other than that, I have invisibility, but that goes away pretty fast.
Tinder,
Yes? What?
have you got any way of disguising yourself or hiding? I suppose you can pop inside your...
Dude, I'm a shape.
Yeah, he can
I'm a
change.
changeling.
He can change his face and appearance.
Okay, so I'm still thinking the small person sitting on the armored guy's shoulders is going to be a serious giveaway.
Okay, I could be a centaur, but like a small one, and I could just sit on Lonnie, but like hide him under my dress.
No. Look, let's just wear cloaks and try to like cover our faces. It's not that complicated.
Okay.
We can be like a cult of cloaks.
The cloaky
Ooh,
cult.
Like a
I could whip up a good chant.
yes, we could summon like the thingies. Also, question: does anyone have polymorph? How far is it to Creepost? As well. 2 questions.
2 questions.
All right. Well, the polymorph I can't answer unless someone has it. But how is it? You are about maybe 20 minutes or so outside of the city gates.
Oh, okay. I thought we were like days away.
No. Creepos is the place where De Grey's Manor is.
I thought
like
that
the
was
door.
Redsmith.
No. Well, he originally had Redsmith, but the door closed and now opens up in Creepos.
Oh,
He's
okay
got-
then. I was thinking we wanted.
No, one of the clues to the fact that his mansion is a kind of very weird extra-dimensional kind of place is the fact that it's got doors that open into...
Yes, no, I know, but I thought we had to go to Creepos, but I guess that was a different... Never mind. Anyone got polymorph?
I don't have polymorph, but I do
Damn
have
it.
dimension door.
Oh.
That can get you and one other small person out.
None of you
None of
are
us
very
are.
small. Except,
No.
I mean, Tinder can make himself small.
No, I can't.
No.
I
You can't.
can't just...
You can't.
I mean, I
Yeah.
can, like, stand on my knees.
You're not able to like delete some of your mass.
Like some, sure, but not enough to make me your size.
Okay. so
Yeah, I think it's like what, like an inch,
that cool.
foot taller, foot smaller.
No, it just mentions I can't change my size, so I guess it's limited to a few feet or something.
Something like that, yeah.
SQ is wholly unimpressed.
All right.
Excuse, only unimpressed. I'm just gonna like continuously shape change into a dwarf and then a tiefling and then a kokra without wings and like just like try
Okay,
to
but, like, can you do a half?
show up. I'll turn into a little big halfling.
You can't. That's a normal.
I'm
that's
gonna
normal.
shape change into a big version of you.
The world's tallest dwarf.
That's yeah. You're I mean, like you're. It's really cool that you're a changeling. It's just not used.
It's really cool that I'm changing. It's just not that useful for this situation. That's what you sound like.
I mean, your pitch is good, but your tone is a little off.
Okay.
Alright.
I think what we should do... Do we know where the graveyard is?
You guys would have, wandered around Creepos at least once or twice. So, yeah, you would know, where the cemetery is.
Okay, let's go.
Can we try and make sort of the most discreet route that we can possibly make towards that and try and avoid...
Okay. Give me a history check.
Okay.
You were kind of you have been wandering around and things like that, but it's all about because you weren't really. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think he needs it. I think he's well off with his 22 there. Yes. With that, with your sort of knowledge of walking around Creepos as much as you've done, you think that you have a pretty good idea of many of the back alleys, many of the hidden sort of secret ways that come in and out of Creepos. You're fairly confident that you can make it at least to the cemetery with minimal notice. Okay.
Perfect.
So this, of course, means you still have to make some rolls as you're making your way into the city. However, you do get to make them with advantage, as you will know where they are. Okay.
Does anybody have Pass Without Trace by any chance?
Don't have any druid or ranger, so no one. Or Earth Genasi, I suppose.
Just asking. Oh well.
Well, do all of you still
Whatever.
have an inspiration point?
I think I do.
I don't think I do at all. And did we get inspiration?
Okay. I don't know. She gives it out randomly.
Oh, that's what you... What?
It only lasts 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then. Never mind.
Nah, it doesn't stack.
Okay. But there's two things that I do have.
Confidence and a good personality.
One thing I have is my armor allows things to be even more sneaky more than I already am. And I got invisibility.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't mention the whole invisibility thing earlier. That's kind of clutch.
I did.
Oh, but
Oh yeah, I heard him.
Did you? Okay, great.
Yes.
How long does that last for? 10 minutes?
Only an hour.
An hour? Okay.
But I will only use it if I have to. Otherwise,
Yeah, no, fair enough.
otherwise I have my dampening field.
Okay. So we still need a couple of stealth rolls then. With advantage.
Yes. As you're making your way, so you still have to make the roll, so stealth roll, but it would be advantage because you're being led by Legis, who has a pretty good idea of where he's heading off to.
And I'm also gonna use my squat nimbleness plus my stealth roll to hide behind Legis as we're moving.
Okay, fair. All right. Kurosi, did you give me stealth? Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, okay. Well, the first little bit, as you guys are making your way.
I just before you finish anything else, collect
Go on.
on that.
Okay.
Just
fair.
so that'd be 18.
Fair. Okay. As you guys make your way up along the path that you know leads towards the sort of front gates of Kripos, it's about maybe 5-10 minutes before you hit that gate that Lee just suddenly darts off into the into sort of the wooded area, following along the solid stone wall that follows along Kripos. A few moments later, as you guys are shifting across the stone wall, Lee just comes to an opening in the wall. It's small, but it seems to be perhaps... Oh, I forget what they're called, but I'll get there in a moment. Basically like what is it, the arrow slits. I forget what they're called now, it's going to drive me insane. But it seems to be like an old used one. It's not in use anymore. It's going to drive me insane. I know it's sitting right in the top of my brain. But anyway, it's there, and it seems rather unused. It seems like from this part, it's just kind of covered up with sort of loose bits of wood and things of that nature. But it, at one point, may have been used as one of those. But it does seem to allow entry into Kripos. As you all make your way, stealthily try to squeeze your way in, you are successful for the most part, and now you find yourselves in behind, actually, the what was it called again? The Warlock Toad. The bar, the tavern. You find yourselves actually in the back of it now, kind of tucked in to a little sort of alleyway where the building and the wall kind of meet. There's maybe about an inch or two gap between the wall and the building that you can kind of see down through on the other side. And on the other side is kind of like a wide open area that kind of tucks in, and there's lots of shrubberies and things like that, kind of hiding this particular area from sight.
SQ wasn't expecting anything to be in front of her, so she's gonna like instinctively just like punch the wall.
Instinctively punch the wall. Okay.
Because it was there, and she's like, oh god, what?
Sure. Don't you just hate it when those walls get crazy?
They move.
Alright, so let me just get everybody where they...
By the way, Embrasure. Embrasure. Arrow slit to the castle. Embrasure.
Right. Oh, God. For some reason, that word just like escaped me, and the only thing I think was arrow slit. But that for some reason that sounded dirty.
That sounds great.
I don't know. I don't know why. It's like, hey, baby.
Don't worry, that sort of thing drives me potty. That's why I thought I'd help.
Right. Yes. By the way, for those, potty is not the toilet. Just letting you know that.
What's a potty?
No, British slang. If you're going potty, it's a British slang for going insane.
Yeah.
Oh. I figured, just in the context of what you were saying, but I also thought it was a typo.
He often gets a bit patty.
Well, or batty. That's a very old, like, 50s American term.
You're not wrong. Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough.
Going potty is a very English phrase for going slightly mad.
I'm not gonna lie. When I originally read it, I did the like he said potty giggle.
When I heard you say pot, I'm going to say pothead.
I'm going pothead. Like, I mean, okay, that's fine. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club. You are welcome. We have cookies. We have snacks.
To be fair, Kuroshi, it would be very difficult for me to be going pothead if you're already a pothead.
I used to be a pothead. I mean, I still am, but I used to be too.
That's fine. All right. So, let me just get you guys where you need to be here. Hopefully I've done this correctly and everything can be seen, and that would be great if that worked out nicely. But, does it always work out that way? Okay, go back to this. Okay, so hopefully I've done it right, and I've put you guys where you need to be. Hopefully. So you guys are all back in here. You guys can see yourselves.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah, it worked. Okay. Well, it is very dark. It's the nighttime. It's getting dark. It's around 4 or 5. It's the 4 or 5 with the whatever. Yeah, let me see if I can. Oh, I see what I've done here. Let me get that on the token layer and see if that's going to change anything. Okay. Whoops. Somebody's gone inside a building.
Ah, apocalypse! It's dark.
Yeah, let me just shove one of the torches on the outside there. That'll help. There you go. Okay, so we got some torches here to light up our little area where you guys are.
Alright.
There we go. That should give you guys enough light to see where you're headed. So, so over this way is the wall that you can't really get past. But this way is the way that leads out towards somewhat of the main street.
We're right to the top of the map, aren't we?
Correct. Let me see if I can... Yeah. Can you see yourself now?
No, I could see myself before. I was just making sure that I...
Oh, yes. Yeah, top of the map, yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
I hate to be that guy, but Tom, I can't control him.
Which one's Tom?
Yes, the guy that can't control Tom. No one wants to be like that.
My little hamster. Right there.
I don't know why. Here we go. That should give you permission now.
Oh, yep, I see it now. Ah, he is riding Lonnie.
And Lawnmower says that... Oh, no, because he's a thing. Oh, I know why. Because... Yeah, okay, never mind. All right, so there you go. Well, no, it's because Lawnmower is an actual pet in your thing, and SQ, the hamster, wasn't, like, I didn't make, like, a thing yet for it, so it just has basically, like, a tiny beast. So it doesn't know that it's connected to the sheet yet. Anyway, as you guys are popping in behind there, and you can cut around the corner a bit, and you do see off at the very far edge, like on the main road area, you do see a guard standing post. He's about... he's quite the distance away. He's about 80 feet from where you are, Legis. So you have the...
Murder?
Yeah, there's a guard, so right around the corner, just at the edge of the other side there. You do see him there. If you do turn the corner, you should be able to see him with the lighting. If not, I'll make that happen.
Should I do a murder?
No, I think we should be sneaky.
Oh.
Wasn't that the plan before we got here? Just because you see someone you don't like doesn't mean the plan automatically changes to murder.
I disagree with this statement.
That is sometimes the case, but I don't think it should be the case this time.
I don't think.
I would like to grab a rock.
We're trying to rob a grave.
No,
Yeah,
we're not.
I would like to grab a rock.
Oh my god, stop assaulting the god. We're trying to rob a grave. Can you prioritize?
And
All right.
imbue it.
Okay, you got a rock. You're imbuing it.
Oh, hold on, let me find it real quick.
Yep.
This.
Okay, here's your rock. And we will imbue
And
it.
it'll be a static image of a monkey with symbols in his hands. But
Okay.
and when I do that, I'm going to try to throw it above and over the guard as a distraction.
Okay. All right. So the guard currently right now is about 80 feet from where you are. Do you want to throw it so it kind of goes in between you and them, so he comes closer, or do you want to throw it further?
I want to try to throw it further.
Okay. Further than 80 feet would take quite the strength, feat of strength in order to do so. Let me just try.
Just kill him or something.
The one time that I didn't get catapult. Alright, so.
You know what? It's just going to be this because I can't find my freaking monkey. Out of nowhere, a spaceship. No, only because I can't find the monkey. So if you wish to throw it, it's 80 feet, and that's quite the distance. You'll have to give me a strength check to see if you can even throw it that far.
Better plan. Same thing, but this time I use an arrow.
Okay.
And it'll be the same idea, crossbow, but arrow and a crossbow. But this time I use my light crossbow to see if and launch it behind them.
Okay. Roll for the attack.
All right, he's gonna be in that one.
All right. Okay. So as you line up your shot, it's about 80 feet away, which is the perfect distance for your crossbow, I might add. And as you release, you see it just whiz right past the guard. It sort of clangs into a post right behind him. At first, he quickly looks over the arrow, and then looks down in your direction.
I'm hiding.
He doesn't quite see you yet, but he is beginning to walk in that
Well,
way.
the monkey, the static image on the monkey, on the arrow.
Oh, well, the static monkey is nice, but it was still an arrow that flew past his head. And he is a god, and he's trained to react to those threats. So he is now heading in your direction.
Does Espen notice that he's walking towards Kurosi?
Well, you're kind of in the back from on the other, around the corner. I mean, if you want, you can kind of zip around and take a peek.
Could you volume that a little bit, please, hon?
What?
One more time.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Well, anyway, so yes, if you would like to see it there, SQ, you have make your way to the edge, and then you can make yourself a perception check to see what you see as you're quickly kind of popping out and popping back in.
Yes. That's pretty much what she's doing. Let me go ahead and roll perception. Oh, really?
Okay.
Really?
As you're popping your head over there, you do see a shape. You're not quite sure what it is, but you do see a shape. And as you're ready to sort of tuck your head back in, your hair kind of continues flowing and blushes right in front of your face at that last second. So you do see a shape of something. Whether it's coming closer or not, it's hard to tell.
If I use Misty Step, could I bounce over to the other side of the alley and duck behind a building before he gets a chance to pass?
You could. Misty Step.
I can Misty Step 30 feet as a bonus action, and I can then move. So,
for sure.
So is there on the other side of over here somewhere? Sorry, let me ping on the map.
Oh yeah, so somewhere over here. So over this area here is this is kind of like the edge wall of the outside. So over on here is yet another sort of stone wall that lines up against the houses.
And there's a corner of a building here?
Yeah, there's a corner of a building here and here. And then it leads, let's see if I can get this thing. And then this sort of corridor alleyway goes straight down to the front of the pub, of the tavern, the front doors.
Mm-hmm. Is the guard a city guard or is it a grey guard?
It's hard to tell. You just kind of,
okay.
Crow sees kind of flinging us around. He's just making his way now. You don't notice any perceivable signs that it's a grey guard, but it's hard to tell.
Okay.
All right,
guys. Here
I got a plan. I got a plan B.
Roll Tom down the alley towards the guard.
You're gonna roll Tom down the alley towards the guard.
No, I'm just asking if everyone else thinks that's a good idea.
I got a plan B.
Okay.
I've got several letter plans. We could banish him, set him on fire, person, there's blaze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
to be honest, hypnotic pattern is very good. The other one is banishment, because that will just stick him somewhere we can sneak past and then drop him back to the position with us gone.
I have no clue what happened.
Exactly.
Okay.
And maybe if SQ uses unsettling words on him first, that will give us a better chance of him failing the save.
I can do that. And SQ is oh boy. I'm so sorry, guys. She's gonna immediately cast Dimension Door and transport herself right in front of this guard as he's walking.
Okay, so just so we're stacking things here. So hypnotic pattern, that's casting off first, Crocy? Were you casting that, or are you just kind of showing it?
That's cute.
I was planning on doing it, but we have a banishment.
Oh, I thought you'd casted it already.
I'm going to prepare to cast Banishment.
Okay.
We think it without a pattern.
You unsettling words or something? Or are we
Okay.
doing hypnotic pattern? I'm the
Alright.
confused.
Yeah, so is hypnotic padding, is that something we're casting or no?
Let's just do banishment.
Okay. So, Dimension Door, let's resolve that. Dimension Door, where were you going?
SQ
Right in front of the guard, yeah?
right in front of him. Like she's popping in front of him. She left her animals behind, and she's just like Superwoman posing in front of him. She's like got a tiny little power pose, and then she puts her hand out and goes, "Stop!"
Or okay.
Time?
All right.
In the
So,
club, specifically.
You're
Banishment. Charisma saving throw.
okay.
Unsettling.
So-
Do you use unsettling words on the thing? Or
So
Yeah,
you've
Oh, sorry.
You've done the door. You've gone in front of the guard now. You've popped up. He's suddenly like taken off guard for a second because now suddenly there's this doorway opening up in front of him. He goes to reach for his sword, and in that moment, Tinder casts Banishment. What would you like to do with the banishment specifically?
banish him.
You went real deep into the detail there. That's good.
What do you want to say? I point at him and he goes away.
Fair. Okay. All right. So his can I bring it up here? I cannot. So,
Charisma saving throw. He has a 15, what is it? 15% chance of succeeding?
yeah, not great, but it's
Okay,
still
I guess
there.
with the unsettling words, it's like a lot less.
Well, I mean, your chances of getting murdered by cows is low, but it's not zero.
Yeah.
To be
Cows are actually the most dangerous creature in.
to be
Okay, so
fair,
sorry.
and to be clear, SQ holding her hand out and saying "stop." That was her unsettling word.
Okay,
Pretty
fair.
unsettling, yeah.
Yeah, not even close to getting it there.
Yeah, see, that's a 3.
Yeah, so he is banished.
Yeet!
Okay,
Okay, guys,
so
let's go.
from this guy's point of view, an arrow flung across his face that looks like it's a cymbal-clanging monkey. He then goes down the alleyway to investigate, where a small halfling suddenly pops out of nowhere and says, "Stop." Then he is now instantly transported to a world that is just complete white. There is nothing around him.
Okay, let's go. It's only about 60 seconds. Go.
We do worse than kill people. Like
All right.
we give everyone we encounter some form of PTSD if they survive.
It's gonna need therapy for years.
As you're getting to the edge of the corner there, you are now somewhat on the main street. Off to the east there, you see yet another guard. He doesn't seem to notice you. He doesn't seem to be paying attention to you right yet. Although, on this post here, still sits the arrow with a cymbal-clanging monkey.
Right. What I'm going to do, I'm just checking something very quickly. Roll 20 is being particularly slow for me at the moment. Range. 30 feet.
I'll use Mage Hand to grab the arrow.
Okay. You grab it back for yourself and slip it back into your quiver. The enchantment on it ends. Ooh, what are we doing here, SQ?
SQ, before realizing that the cymbal clanging monkey was being taken back, she decided that she was gonna cast another one. Just a little bit, like right there.
Okay.
And
All right, so
it doesn't make noise, but it's just sitting there like, yeah, I clang cymbals and monkey.
Right. So you guys are sitting on the edge of the building here with a guard right there who all he has to do is look and he can see you.
Hypnotic pattern or something.
And we're making a bunch of noise in your direction.
about right.
Yeah. With that, he did roll. His perception was natural 20 up there, as you saw. He's definitely at least making his way towards the monkey. He is coming
I'm
ever
going
so
to
close
take
to you.
the. I'm gonna change my shape into the guard I just banished,
Go on.
and I'm just going to go around the corner and say, nothing to see here.
You've got a sore throat again.
What?
So you've got a sore throat again.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Where is he?
that's true. I have a cold.
Can SQ try to sneak up behind him and just touch him and cast enhanceability?
You can, if you want.
I am just escorting these villagers to their houses. They are lost.
Oh, she's casting, and she's giving him Eagle Splendor advantage on charisma checks.
Okay, which is a great segue into you're gonna have to really deceive this god.
Plus 5. Flash of genius.
19.
Oh, another flash of genius. Okay. Alright. So 19. At first, the god is like, you know how when someone tells you a story and you're like just ready to believe it's bullshit, but then they just start giving more and more like facts, and then you're suddenly like, fuck, they're right. That's kind of how it's starting off with you. At first he goes, you're taking these people to their homes, and he's kind of like gives you this bit of a weird look. But as you continue to speak, the more you kind of add a bit more grovel to your voice to really sell the fact that you're this man who simply has a cold. For the moment, with a 19, he believes you. He looks at you first. He goes, have they been sent in for processing yet?
Yes, that has already happened. No worries. The paperwork. I finished that already. No need to worry about that.
Right. Well, best be off then. Get back to your station.
Yes. I will as soon as possible. Thank you.
Oh my god.
And he turns around and puts his back to you guys and just kind of looks out around the town.
Oh my god, go, what the fuck?
Run!
Stop just standing there! Get going!
Go, run! Oh my god. I'm sweating so much.
As you guys tuck in around the corner and try to avoid any other gazes. At this moment right now, other than that one god, in your immediate area, there's not much that you can see, but if you guys are looking out for any other gods or anything hostile, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Yeah, SQ's like going back up here to retrieve Lonnie and Tom, so she's gonna have to roll.
Maybe will help me.
Okay. Alright. And Legis with that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. So, the majority of you, well, not the majority, well, half of you, are just sort of taken back by the events that have just laid out in front of you just now. How you basically banished somebody, took over their body, and then lied to another god, all in the sake of being good. The other two, however, you do notice that in this immediate area, that one god seems to be the only thing between you and the cemetery.
Is there another guard?
There is none that you can see.
Tinder, I think maybe, and everyone else, obviously, this is a group decision, but I think Tinder might be right. I think there's only one guard. We might do murder. We should probably do murder.
No.
Should I talk to him?
no.
Do you
However-
want me to talk to him?
No.
No. However, I just want to ask a player to GM question.
Yes.
You know that, for example, a monk or somebody doing bludgeoning damage is allowed to do non-lethal damage instead of killing damage if they choose to.
Correct.
You could knock somebody out. Would you allow the same thing with psychic damage?
Well, you would be causing an awful lot of pain to them.
Yeah, but basically what I want to do is give him such a bad headache that I just knock him clean out. That's
If it's cool enough.
okay.
I guess my question is psychic damage. Is it actually physically painful or is it just emotionally painful?
Psychologically.
It's psychological. The thing is how we perceive psychological pain. We perceive it as being real. If you've ever had your heart broken, you feel like a piece of you has been broken off.
That is true.
Right?
Fuck that guy.
And the other way, but the other way of looking at it is also what you're doing is effectively making a synapses in his brain fire with overfire with electrical activity.
Wait. So,
Or literally giving him a mini stroke.
Oh.
So the guard I just persuaded, we have to get past him, is the idea?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how about we just distract him or something, right, guys?
I can distract him.
I guess silent image of a burglar running somewhere.
Okay.
You know, I surely it's just easier for me to go wiggle, knock him out.
Well, he might have like a lot of HP. You don't know. Maybe he's like the Grey in disguise. Burglar is running. Does he follow burglar? He looks like real suspicious.
Okay.
He has like this big bag with all this money that's just like there, and it's open and everything.
Does he have a bag over his shoulder with swag written on it?
While
You've
everyone
got
is
Nick the-
talking about this, SQ is slowly making her way up towards this guard with her loot out.
I would like to grab SU before she goes anywhere near him.
She's gonna dodge that shit. She's gonna try it.
Oh, here we go. There we go. So,
Oh no, so is there now like the image of a robber chasing SQ down the street?
well, it would have taken off first, so technically at this moment you're chasing it.
Oh, okay, so yeah, as she sees this robber pass her, she's gonna point at him and go, Guard! He just stole my purse!
The guard immediately pays attention towards the obvious burglar running away. And let's see here.
Obvious burglar, obvious.
Yeah, he is super believing that is a real burglar. He looks over at the other post and notices that you're still there, Tinder, still presumably as the guard. And he kind of notes that, okay, you're there, perfect, okay, I'm going to go off and chase this thing.
Yes, quickly, get the burglar.
And he makes his way off. You see him continuing chasing down the burglar, and then they get off to about maybe 2 or 3 houses down, and kind of darts off into the alleyway, and of course the guard follows around. You hear as he's continuing running, he's like, "Stop! Get back here, you!"
And you also
But then there's no burglar because the spell ends. But let's run away.
you also hear SQ say, "You're welcome."
How is that your... okay, let's go. Let's just go.
Yeah, let's just get to the graveyard ASAP.
Okay, let's go dig up a kid.
All right. So, as you guys make your way, sneaking and hiding and tucking in behind various buildings, you do make your way along the long sort of wooden and stone fence of the cemetery. Inside, many plots and mausoleums there as well. There are some freshly dug ones, some that seem to have been there for about more than 6 or so months, and other plots where the grass has clean grown over. It seems at the moment rather vacant.
What is the most recently turned grave?
The most recent, that can have 2 Legis, it's just the 1 Legis. Alright. I'm not going to put your pets in there for now. I'll just do
That's
this.
fair.
So, you guys are there, down at the old graveyard. It is getting a bit dark out, and I'll turn the lights down in just a second here. But, there is many of the areas here, but one of the ones that do seem like it's really freshly dug is this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. They are the ones that, up here, like,
You just
they have...
look at the what the stones say, right? Let me just read. I can read.
Do you remember the child's name?
Didn't it start with an L?
Legis, you have memory banks, right? Don't you have photographic memory? What was the child's name? What was the burgomaster's name?
Okay, Legis might have a very good memory, but that is one particular detail that I personally have slipped my mind.
Yeah, like,
Can I make a roll, please?
Okay, fuck that
me
then.
too.
We look at the date. Which one is just child?
oh, can I roll perception? Can you just like run a lap around this place and like look at all the dates?
Well, if you're actively looking, that'll be an investigation.
Okay.
So you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like to try to remember the girl thing.
So you're running laps around with a 6. You're just moving way too fast to really catch anything. You think that you've got it, and you run down, you see one, you're like, Aaron B. Aronson. Okay. Aaron J. Jackson. All right. Who was the first guy? I forget. I'll just remember on the next time around.
Sounds that checks.
Legis, as you're searching around many of the gravestones, 14, you're looking for things that are within...
I'm looking at the birth dates.
Yeah, you're looking at
Not
something...
not the birth date. I'm looking at the birth dates. Anything that looks as if it's about... How old was the kid? 6, 7? Something like that?
Roughly.
Between
Roughly,
7 and
so-
10.
Okay, so basically, ignore any of the freshly plotted graves that have got anybody that's older than 10 years old, and then eliminate those to start with, and then work from there.
Okay.
I don't know how many graves there are, but can I roll like something, or you can just like pick a random grave? Because SQ at this point is like, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's this one.
There are 5 freshly turned graves.
Yeah, they are...
hand digging up one.
Okay. Sure. You are now defiling a freshly dug up grave.
Yep.
You are scripting it through. You don't really see too much. It's whatever is dug, planted there is under quite a lot of dirt.
You know what it looks like when someone like does the quote unquote granny roll in bowling, where they just kind of like they stand with their back to the lane and roll the ball as hard as they can through their legs, like behind.
Yes.
Them. She's digging like that.
Yeah. My friends and I used to call that dog digging.
There we go.
Because you
Perfect.
dig, right? You dig like a dog.
Yeah,
right?
she's dog digging.
All right. So, as you're dog digging, we'll say this grave here. As you're digging that one, it's as you're digging in that, you get it like a few inches deeper, and the ground seems incredibly cold. Incredibly cold. And the more you dig down, it becomes getting cold. It just gets colder and colder.
Guys, I'm pretty sure they're keeping her in an ice box in this one. She's probably really cold. Someone get a blanket. And she's going to keep digging.
It's probably a ghost.
Don't say that. They could hear you. I don't think they like that term. Ghost.
As you
It's very
continue
like
to dig, as you continue to dig, suddenly, all around you guys that are around the freshly dug plots, it's getting real cold around you as well. The more SQ digs, the colder it seems to become.
Yeah, SQ, maybe if we just give a break on the digging for a sec?
Should I stop? You think I should stop? My fingers are like, the tips of them are kind of black. I don't know what that means, but they hurt.
May I roll? May I roll
That
an
means you should stop.
May I roll an investigation check to like examine why it's getting colder than it should be?
Okay. You can try, yeah. We'll say just a general perception check.
Perception?
SQ will stop digging. She'll like kind of take a seat next to
Alright.
this hole she's done.
Minley will help me.
Okay.
Minley will help me.
I'll help you.
Alright. So, as you kind of sit back and you're noticing the temperature getting colder, you notice everyone else kind of feeling this too. The only one you don't really see reacting to this is SQ, who seems to, was digging up a grave. And you notice now, the moment that SQ has stopped, that cold chill, as cold as it was, seems to have just gone. Somehow, the coldness is linked to SQ digging up that grave.
Okay, first of all, which grave were you digging at, SQ? And secondly, let's just check the other 4 for dates before we go back to the one that SQ was digging.
I was digging this one. I have mittens. I could keep digging while you guys look at the other ones. Or do you want to wait?
Let's hold off on the digging until we've just checked the other ones first.
Can I talk to it then?
You can have an entire conversation.
Okay. And so while they go around to the other graves, SQ is literally going to just kind of lean over this grave that she was digging and be like, "Hello? Hello?"
At first you hear no response.
If you're alive.
And then you see the dirt where you were digging. You see it almost like it's being pushed from the other side and pushing up that hole.
Guys, there's something's moving in the. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And she's gonna pull on her mittens and just start dog digging again.
As you begin to dig again, that cold feeling returns to everyone else. This time it starts to. You feel it on the back of your neck, slowly going down the edge of your spine. It is just getting incredibly cold. That chill is now almost approaching that feeling of like a knife, like a sharp dagger poking into you at random spots.
I think SQ would probably stop if it got painful.
God, it sure is chilly tonight, isn't it? I'm gonna cast Create Bonfire and try to heat myself up.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
you gonna give us away? You think nobody was going to notice a big fire in a cemetery?
I was going to say, do you honestly not think that setting a huge bonfire in the middle of a place where no bonfire should ever be?
I'm cold, okay?
Oh, suck it up.
I'm like really cold too, and my back kind of hurts.
So do you have prestidigitation?
No.
Okay, that's no. Sorry, Tinder. Do you have prestidigitation?
No, you had prestidigitation, right?
In which case, I will cast prestidigitation on you, and I will make one of your pieces of clothing warm and heat you up.
Fine,
I can do this.
Not kiss the bonfire.
Okay.
Ooh, can you make my mittens warm so I can keep digging?
Sure, just give them to me.
Okay. And she's gonna hand her mittens very naively over to Kurosi.
And yes, I can.
I'm pretty sure I can heat them up with this. Let me check real quick.
You just gotta set
If not, just give me. No, don't do that.
That's
I guess my
Okay.
no, I can't. Wait, hold on. Really?
I'll just warm the mittens up.
Yeah, okay. You do that.
Thank you. Should I keep digging? Now that I'm warm,
yes.
it'll make it better.
Yes, I think so.
First,
I'm going to keep torch up.
All right.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay. Detect magic. Okay. As you're fading and kind of casting magic presence within 30 feet of you, there's nothing. I mean, other than the obvious magic items that your companions own and have on them, there's nothing else magical around here.
Okay. SQ, start digging.
Well, actually, I was thinking maybe before I keep digging, could I just carve some glyphs into the outside of this grave, like the dirt? And so if anything that means us harm comes out, it will immediately get a blasting effect.
You can certainly try.
Cemetery.
Sorry, can I just point out that would mean it would be caught in the blast radius, but if you're digging, so will you.
Yeah.
So I don't recommend that as a...
I don't understand. We're digging up a girl, right? She is supposed to be moving. Isn't this good?
I can create a specific target, so it wouldn't affect me. They would have to make a saving throw, but it can be for a specific target, and the only target is anyone who means us harm within the glyph.
Yeah, but it takes like a minute to cast, right?
It takes 10 minutes, I think. Well, I'm the only one digging on this one. You guys can spend the next 10 minutes digging on other graves.
As you guys are talking,
It takes an hour.
Strength.
Yeah.
Who here has got a decent strength?
Oh yeah, this is take an hour. Oops, sorry. I was reading the wrong one at first.
I think we all have shitty strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are spellcasters.
We use that alright, but that was back when I had armor strength.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, as the area around you becomes colder, and as you're digging through SQ and kind of muddling up the freshly sacred ground, clouds begin to form above you all, and it begins to rain. Many of the graves are starting to have little droplets all over them. Many of the drops hitting are kicking up bits of dust in the air. Petrichor, it's known as. But as you, SQ, look back down at the grave, you see it underneath begin shifting once again. And then suddenly you see the whole thing collapse down, as if something was in there, and suddenly it's not. And that void of empty space has caused the dirt above to come crashing down.
Okay, guys. Whoever was in here just, left. They just poofed. And she's gonna, reach her arm into the void and try, search around for anything. Anyone.
I'm scanning the area.
Okay. As you're looking in and around and
Does my detect magic detect anything suspicious?
Nothing other than what you had already on you. There's nothing too much magical about what is happening here.
And SQ,
although it does seem strange.
She's very loudly screaming into this hole, like, "Hello, little girl, tiny person, grab my hand if you can see it. If I hit you, just shout."
Thunder cracks loudly as many lightning strikes are being cascaded across the sky. As you begin to speak those words, suddenly, rising up from the grave in a burst of just weird, cold energy, a strange warrior, incorporeal in nature, rises up through the grave. You dare defile my grave?
Yes, I cast Eldritch Blast.
I'm so sorry.
No.
23 force damage.
I'm so sorry. I didn't think it. I thought you were a little girl. Oh God! Oh my God, Tinder, no.
Okay, so with that, yes, indeed, let's get some initiative on here. But as and you did have Eldritch Blast ready, so you can let that go. There you go. And of course, we got the 26. Yeah, they're both going to do it. As this thing rises up from the grave, and basically, you defile the grave. You hit it with an Eldritch Blast, and both times it certainly hits. Well. Enough. Let's see here. Let me just get my dude. And with that, everybody roll me some initiative as you guys strike down and hit the ghost. Oh, I need to have this, or else I'm not going to remember when that's going to happen.
No.
Please, could you adjust my initiative from 16 to 24?
Indeed. Okay. All right. Ooh, not good. Okay, so let's get him going. Let's crank down some of this music. All right, here we go. So, let me get this guy here and get him in there. Toin. Roll it. That's going to give me a 14. Oh, not an apostrophe 14. Just a 14. And that's going to put him there and you there. Okay. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Okay, so starting off with Legis, as this ghost pops up out of the grave, it shouts at SQ saying that it is defiling its resting place. What would you do? Legis, I believe you're muted.
Yep. I'm going to. The first thing I'm going to do is hit it with a Mind Sliver.
Okay.
So I need to roll some damage for that. Mind Sliver, drink. A whole big 4 points of. Actually, that should be 2d6.
Okay, let's see.
That should be 2d6, not 1d6.
Fair. Well, he gave you a 19 anyway, so I hope that's...
Yeah, that's enough anyway. Okay. And that's my turn.
Okay, over to Tinder. You've just released an Eldritch Blast. What are you going to do now?
I am going to cast Hunter's Mark on it. And then I also this had to be added to the last Eldritch Blast. I forgot about that. And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast again.
Boom.
And that's another one. So
okay.
Another
that's gonna
damage.
Yeah, that's gonna do that.
Or something like that. I don't know.
Something like that. Okay, this thing is... I mean, if ghosts could look hurt, This is what it would look like. You can see many of its sort of spectral ooze is kind of floating off into the ether, but it's still doing something.
We're gonna move like over here.
Okay.
That's my full turn.
Okay. All right. Over to his turn. Ghosty McGhostface here. Okay. Right. So SQ, because you're 5 feet in front of it, I'm going to need you to give me a charisma saving throw or be possessed by the ghost.
Oh boy. Okay.
The ghost. The ghost then disappears. There we go. And the target is incapacitated and loses control of its body. The ghost now controls the body, but doesn't deprive the target of awareness. You are aware of everything that's happening.
And to be fair, SQ is like, she was already profusely apologizing to this ghost, so she's like, oh my god, you know what? This is fair, I guess.
All right, so over to you, Crocy. Let's see here. Okay, so the ghost is now inside of SQ's body. You can't target it by attack, spell, or any of effects, except those that turn undead.
So, flip flop. Is you feeling alright?
Can she still use her vocal cords, or is that still is that controlled by the ghost as well?
I will let you be able to use them, but you cannot divulge any statistics, anything that I would do.
Oh yeah, SQ's flat out like, no, but like, and she just starts laughing hysterically.
All right. So with that, it's over to you, Percy. What were you gonna do?
Would the spell magic work on it?
Would dispel magic on it? No, you cannot target the ghost.
Okay. Shoot, there's nothing I can do.
Wait, where is the ghost?
The ghost is inside of SQ now.
SQ is the ghost right now.
Anyone in protection from evil and good?
We don't have that.
Yeah. And the ghost cannot be targeted by any attack, spell, or other effect except the ones that turn undead. So you would be, hitting SQ. I mean, you can kill her and then just bring her back. It's up to you. If you really want to get your murder in, Tinder. All right. So is that?
Yeah, I'm going to have to skip my turn. To be honest.
Okay. So over to you, SQ. There's nothing you can do. Right. So and
does a line in her head to the thing that took over her body.
Indeed.
She's gonna be like, okay, I just really quickly. Crocy's armor is super shiny. I really need you to tell me, stand in front of him, look in his armor, and tell me if this dress makes me look fat. Us, I guess. Us look fat.
All right. It is now round 2, and with that, yet another spirit rises from the grave and won't be put into position until next round. Right? Yeah. Okay. So it's over to Legis as yet another ghost appears in front of you. Getting. So okay, yeah, he's not going until next turn.
First things first, back up. second thing, I'm going to earn 2 sorcery points to quicken, but the first thing I'm going to do is use my action to cast Mind Sliver.
Okay. Doesn't make it.
So, he takes 7 points of psychic damage, and he takes 1d4 from the next saving throw, which is Mind Spike.
Okay. That's...
That's
your wisdom.
4.
He's going to give you an 8. He fails.
Excellent. Alright, so he can't go invisible. I always know where his location is. And he's taken 28 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Alright then. Boosh. Over to you, Tinder. Oh, sorry, Legis, is that all your turn?
Yeah, that's very much my turn.
Over to you, Tinder.
Yeah. This is quite typical, isn't it? What should we do? Should we go kill SQ?
Why don't we target the ones that are outside the body first, and then worry about the ones that are inside the body later?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I will prepare. Well,
I was going to say, let's try and get the ones outside the body and keep them outside the body.
I suppose. Well, okay. I suppose I'll just cast. I don't know. I suppose just Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So
yeah.
24s against them. And I'm going to back up even more.
Okay, so that's 17 total there. Oh, plus the 3 there, so...
14.
There we go. Yeah, this thing again, its etherealness is floating off on itself. That Eldritch Blast certainly has done quite a number on it. Is that your turn, Tinder?
Yes.
Okay. Over to that guy who is in SQ, so I get to crack open SQ's thing and use her. Wahaha. Alright, so...
As this is happening, SQ is just shrilly screaming, "I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry!" She's very sorry.
There you go. As you're shouting, "I'm so sorry," it suddenly turns into "Your mother sucks dicks to hell," and it gets pointed at Kurosi.
Oh no! Your mother sucks dicks to hell. Oh no! I meant that. I meant it.
So give me you got to give me a wisdom save there, Kurosi, or you're taking 2 points of psychic damage from being insulted from your friend.
You are
okay.
about the right. I was going to say SQ is about the same size as Regan, to be fair.
Indeed. Alright, and... okay, and that's over to Kurosi.
Alright. First, I would like to back up. To... How many feet would that be?
Okay.
45, alright. Yeah.
So if you move that, you are taking the op attack.
I'll be fine.
From both SQ and the ghost.
I'll be fine.
I'ma smack you. It won't hurt that much, but I'ma smack you.
Alright, so yeah, I'll give you a smack here. I don't know, do you have smack? Smacky smack here?
Check or something.
I have
here we go.
unarmed attack. I have a snack.
Do you? Unarmed attack?
No, I thought so.
I thought I put it in there too. Anyway, I'll just roll strength. Okay, so that's going to be 18.
Oh, shit.
Does not hit.
Oh, thank God.
Does not hit, yeah. And Ghosty Ghost Man. This is a melee attack, so we'll do that. Withering Touch, also 18. Not going to work. Alright, so you are successful. You dodge both SQ and the ghost. Their etherealness is just not as whole as it should be.
Alright, and then how many times is it at level 1? 3?
For which?
Magic Missile.
Oh, yeah. 3 for first level.
Alright, yeah, okay. So, Magic Missile, the non-inhabitant ghost. Yeah.
Alright.
Put damage real quick.
Okay. Boosh. As you see it start, as you hit it with the magic missile, you see it start to the etherealness of making this solid, non-corporeal being is now. It's almost like watching a lava lamp just kind of float away into the sky, into the air. It's gone.
Alright, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. SQ still can't do anything quite yet. How long does that go, by the way? I should. It goes
forever, I believe.
Really hard.
You're right.
She's trying to take control over her body in the way of dancing, because she knows if she starts dancing, everyone will know that she's kind of in control.
In your head, you're busting it out, and you can even feel the muscles in your body kind of flexing. But as you kind of try to look through your peripherals, you notice that your body's not moving at all.
Oh no, it's like ghost limb dancing.
Alright, so we are now round 3, which means we get this guy. Oops. This guy. Boosh! And yet, another spirit pops up through yet another grave. Alright, and he doesn't get to do, and I have to do his thing, and...
I'm so sorry, you guys. I didn't realize. I thought it was the girl, because it was like moving. I'm trying to dance.
Okay.
If I start dancing, don't shoot me.
Okay. Back at the top of the order there, Legis.
Right, first things first, new ghosty beastie is going to be hit with Mind Slipper.
Okay. And that's Intel save. So we'll give you a 13, not enough.
And then I'm going to use 2 more sorcery points, and I'm going to hit it with Mind Spike.
Okay, and that's...
And I'll roll 1d.
It's the whiz save, isn't it? Yeah.
And -1 off saving throw. Yeah.
He did. He didn't even make it in the best of us. Okay, 21 total. Goodness me. Okay.
All psychic damage.
All psychic, which is great. Okay, that's you, Legis.
That's my turn.
All right, over to you, Tinder.
Alright, so let me get this straight. I mean, are the ghosts ever gonna stop? Well, I guess we'll just have to assume that they will. Okay. So, I think I'll just cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Also use as my bonus action. That's
nice.
Critical success. I also use as my bonus action the elemental gift and start flying. No, not really, because I don't want to get any attention to myself. But
You glide.
Yeah.
Your feet are not on the floor, at least.
And this is more so just look cool, I suppose.
Why not? Okay, so that is 10, 20, 25 damage on this guy. You see his etherealness just floating off into the air and floating around. All right. Is that your turn, Tinder?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'll just like fly, I suppose.
Fair. All right,
Bye.
SQ. I don't have access to those, but I do have access
Get
to
him
these.
out of me.
All right, this thing. Where's the little Eldritch bastard?
You say get him out of me. How extreme are we allowed to be?
Yeah, 55. I think that's just enough. I think. I'm just gonna hit it just so I can see the thing. 30. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. It's good. I thought it was 80 for some reason. That's the other crossbow. All right. So that one's firing off at you, Tinder, for 20. And 4 piercing damage if that hits.
Yes, that hits. Oh no, 4 piercing damage. I am so scared.
SQ
All
is
right.
still just like yelling, I am so sorry.
Over you, Crossy. You've got somebody still stuck inside of SQ here.
Alright. I don't like what I'm about to do, but SQ, I'll get you a treat after this.
Okay, what do you, what?
Oh no.
What?
Dessert's on me.
What are you about, wait, Crossy, what are you doing?
Oh no.
I'm just gonna likely incapacitate you.
Okay,
I'm just gonna kill you slightly.
like, but my dress, is it gonna be okay?
Yes,
And my hair?
maybe.
Probably.
Okay, the hair is non-negotiable. What the fuck are you about to do to me, mister?
Oh, the lightning launcher. All right, so that would be 15 and 24 to you, SQ.
Oh god.
Oh, sorry, 15 and 14?
I still had advantage on. I bet.
Yeah, both,
Yeah, okay,
both
yeah.
of those, yeah.
So that. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this because I do not want to do math right now.
Okay, so
Sounds good.
both of those hit, right?
28. Yeah. So 28 points. No damage.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
so that's be 7 plus that'd be then 11. You don't
Really.
don't add plus 5 of the second one. That only works on the first attack.
Okay, so
But it would be
23.
23.
23 in total.
23. Okay, so I'm at, okay, I got it.
Yeah. All right.
And as a bonus action, Millie would do his thing.
Oh, okay. Little. You got it?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Ah, okay.
Fine, there it is.
All right. Badoosh. Oh, nice. 25 obviously would hit as well.
Jesus Christ.
So you're
And
getting hit.
4 plus 5. Yeah, equals it will be another 9 damage.
Awesome. Like, I'm so proud
Oh, 4 plus 4.
of Carusi, but it's like against me.
All right. SQ, your body is still standing its ground. Next round, which means yet another ghost pops itself up through the thing.
SQ's gonna like look at the ghost and just be like, go the fuck away, please.
Alright, and what have you got here? Oh, that's crap. Alright, so, alright, bring that back up there. Over to you, Legis.
Mind sliver on the new
Mind sliver, alright. Come on, one of these rolls has got to do good. Come on. Hey, there we go. I got one.
That's my turn because I'm running out of sorcery points.
I think you guys
Fair.
need to kill me.
All right. So Tinder, over to you.
Okay, I'm going to, as my action, get my method out of his extra-dimensional space, and as my bonus action, he is going to move 30 feet over to the ghost and use his fire breath, and the ghost needs to make a dexterity saving throw or take 10 fire damage if I want success.
Dex. He's going to give you 19 on that.
That's 5 fire damage, and then he is going to give him the middle finger, and it's his turn.
The middle method finger.
Yes.
Do they even have hands?
Of course they do.
Or is it more like a claw, sort of 3-fingered claw thing?
Dude, it's made of magma, like...
Oh my god.
Alright, is that you then, Tinder?
Yes.
Okay. Over to you, over to, pardon me, SQ. Alright, I can't mute with my thing, I have to cough 1 second. Normally I have a button that I can just push, but it's on my phone now. Alright, so SQ, you're going to be dropping another phantasmal. There it is. And crossbow, and that's going to head on over to who I didn't hit. Legis. I haven't hit Legis yet. Holy shit, it's a crit. Okay.
No!
Yeah, that would have bit me.
No!
So that'll be 15 towards you as SQ fires a crossbow over at you, Legis. Over to you, Kurosi.
Ouch!
Alright. We got another spectre, right?
Yep.
Take down the ones that are out of bodies as a priority over ones that are inside them.
Yeah, I should be protected from them, but still, they're... Okay, so...
Hey, wait a minute, that hand crossbow against you would have had disadvantage
No,
because I'm outside of the 30 feet range.
So, that's one.
Never mind.
Okay, well, I did. What? You're right. So is it just outside? I think it's just outside. I think it's good.
I mean, like, I'm 55 feet away, so I would have been different with us.
Well,
It's literally just outside.
Yeah. So yeah. Ooh. Okay. Good. I was like, no, I have to take that back. No, okay. Good. All right. Just outside.
In which case, I'm going to use, if it's a 16, I'm going to use my reaction, cast shield.
Well, the thing would be, it would be disadvantage at less than 30 and disadvantage at over 120. So 35 is within,
It's just within the range.
yeah, it's within range. Yeah, so
No, that's not how that works.
No, it's not how it works. It's a normal roll. It's within 0 to 30 feet. Anything over 30 feet is a disadvantage. Up to
You
a
can't
range of
physically hit
120.
anything past 120 is the idea.
Yeah. 120 is too far. So technically it's a roll at disadvantage, which
Fair.
16
Which still
would normally hit. However,
but
I'm going to use my reaction to cast shield.
Okay.
It misses, so I don't take any damage.
Fair. Okay.
That makes sense.
All right.
Does that make sense?
No, yeah. Okay. So, here we go. That was... That, oh, sorry, that was no. We were on Crosie's turn, that's right. And then we had to backtrack. Okay, never mind, sorry about that. Okay, so you did your lightning launcher. Who are you doing that to?
To hit the goals.
Okay, so 21-18, both will do nicely there. And that's going to be 11, 3, 10, 2, okay.
Only 11, 3, then 10.
Oh, right. So... 14,
24 total.
24. Minus that from that, which gives us this. Okay. And then, of course, SQ. Oh,
bonus action.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Melee will attack again at SQ because.
Okay. Attacking SQ with a 13. Does that. I think that. Just hits you.
Yeah, it just hits me.
All right. You're down by 5.
Oh my god.
All right. It is the next round, which means that this guy can actually move around now, which is nice. So we will go top of the order and put him in. All right. So top of the order, back to Legis. Wait. Hold on.
Right.
There we go. That should be up there.
This dude here,
Okay.
I'm going to once again target him with Mindsliver.
Who fails?
9 more points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Is he still up?
Roughly, like a little bit. He's looking rough.
I see.
Okay,
His ethereal nature is peeling apart.
Which case I'm going to leave it at that on him and let somebody else finish him off to save myself a spell slot.
All right, Tinder.
Magmav is going to take the help action, and I have a question, DM.
Yes.
If I had Hunter's Mark on the ghost that possessed SQ, do I still, does that carry over to SQ? Do I now have Hunter's Mark and SQ?
You have the Hunter Mark would have been on the ghost, which now the ghost is inside of SQ and no longer can target the ghost. So you could have moved it. You can still move it as a bonus action to wherever you want.
Well, normally you can only move it if the original target dropped to 0 hit points, which it technically didn't. But
fair,
because it's inside of SQ, I was wondering if I could still do that.
If you, yeah.
Is that okay? Okay.
If you're targeting SQ with it, yes.
Okay, then I'm going to kill SQ. What's heresy?
Can we go for non-lethal damage, possibly?
Yeah, it's fine. What's SQ's AC?
13.
You need
Roll it easily,
You need a 13.
It's 13. Okay, so I hit 5 times, and
Oh my god.
I deal 58 damage.
She's at 5 health.
Oh, okay, sorry, she has 5 health, I didn't know that. Shit, I was gonna still have like full health. Never mind. And then in that case, I'm just going to hit one of these, and then the rest are all against the ghost that exits her body, yeah?
Okay. So, after about 15 or so bits of damage, the ghost suddenly pops out of SQ. SQ faints to the ground, falling at 0 hit points. The ghost,
so the rest
however...
of the 53 would be against Ghost Man.
Yes.
Because, first one only did 5 damage. That is actually very inaccurate. Sorry, it's 8 and 50, not 5 and 53. So, Ghost die.
Yes, indeed. The ghost, actually, believe it or not, only had 1 health hit point when he entered into SQ. So, yeah, you destroy him. In fact, you hit him so hard, he actually, for a brief moment, actually becomes corporeal. Turns back. You can see skeleton and meat and bone and skin growing, and then suddenly all of it just dissolving.
Cool.
Dang, you hit him so hard he came at the light for a moment.
Yeah. All right. We've got one more left in behind. Tinder, I believe that's you. Crew C.
All right. That's a bonus action. I tell immediately to go back to SQ, and then as an action.
Okay.
Cure wounds.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And since Minley has channel magic, so anything that has a touch spell.
Yep.
He'll use healing hand. Cure wounds on SQ.
Okay. All right. So how many did... Oh, you're clicking it a bunch of times here.
Oh god, I'm so healed.
Yeah. So how much is SQ getting?
Okay, so it should be...
Was it that 8?
1.
Yes.
Okay, was it that one? Okay, we'll just say that one. All right, so yes, SQ, you're back up with 10.
Awesome.
And then, as movement, Rosie was try to get in front of SQ, so that no other ghost, like if a ghost has possessed somebody, it'll be most likely me.
Okay. The super flying artificer. Got
It's
it.
not flying yet.
But has the ability to. Anyway,
Yeah.
So you're there. SQ, you're up. You actually get to make your mark in this fight now. Go for it.
SQ's going to kind of look at the ghost person and point at them very derogatorily.
Okay.
And say, "You son of a bitch." And that's her visual
All right.
Because she's weak and she's kind of like coughing up blood right now.
I can imagine. All right. That needs to be a, what was it again? Wisdom save. That's right. And that's going to be, although your spell save DC said 0, I gave you an 18, which I assume would beat it.
Why doesn't
Whatever.
it say 0? That's weird.
I think Q spell save DC is 14 currently.
It should be.
That passes
Yes, it is. It's 14.
I mean, DC 19 at this level would be very hard.
All right. So he's not very easily insulted by what you just said. No.
Clearly. So she's gonna also go ahead and hit him with unsettling words.
Okay.
And she's gonna tell him, when your friend was inside of me, he felt fat, and you look fatter than he felt.
That's such a bad insult.
Yeah.
She's never been good at this, but
It's like the worst insult I've ever heard.
No, man. The one time
I-
she killed a goblin by telling him your mother meant to abort you but forgot, that actually killed him. And then after that,
that's a good insult.
She's never been that was her peak.
Yeah.
I do think even Legis thinks that you might want to rephrase that though.
All right.
SQ's just gonna give him the finger.
All right. So Ghosty McGhostface turns even more ghost-facey with a horrifying visage. Each non-undead creature means that you are not an undead. There we go. Within 60 feet of the ghost that can see it must succeed on the DC 13 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute. Oh no, Tinder. If the save fails, there we go, by 5 or more, the target is also 1d10 times 10 years older.
Oh wow, okay. I guess I was 23 before, but now I'm 63.
You are now suddenly 63 years old. Oh
62,
no.
but Jesus Christ.
Alright, everyone except for Legis was able to succeed on that one. Chrissy, did you give me that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. So let's say wisdom.
I didn't do a wisdom save. Hold on, let me do that real quick.
Yeah, I need a wisdom save.
Wait, hold up.
No.
And you've got. I need a 13. Nice.
That was not
Beautiful. Okay, so SQ, you R/R 1d4 times 10. Do we put X or do we put the star? Let's see. Okay. Oh no, I've somehow screwed it up. No, I didn't. I did it right. Perfect. So you are now 20 years older, SQ.
Oh my god. Okay.
And
thank God
SQ
she's relatively young.
SQ and Tinder. Yeah, there you are, Tinder. You are frightened.
Yes, I know.
Alright, over to Legis.
First things first, I'm going to hit it with a mind sliver.
Okay. It's going to be intelligence with a 19.
I'm going to use my last two sorcery points that I have at the moment, and I am going to burn another spell slot for Mind Spike.
Okay.
Bam! And I need to cast that another way, so I get damage up. Bear with me.
Alright.
Come on, you son. Oh, for crying out loud. But he does have unsettling words on him, so he does have minus 1d6 off the saving throw.
Okay. So, Intel. 1d6 minus on this. Oh,
Okay, so he takes 6 points of psychic damage.
Okay. 6 points. Alright. That's good.
Not a lot. That's not a lot.
Alright. Oh, back over to Tinder.
Alright, I am going to move Hunter's Mark to the ghost, and then my Magma Method is going to use the help action, and then I'm going to hit it again with Scorching Ray, because I can.
Because, yeah.
Out of the Pact Keeper's Whoop, and he is going to die. I believe I only need to roll a 2, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see, this is the first attack, which is advantage, which is 20 to hit. And then, assuming an AC of 13 or less, and I mean, it goes, they don't have that much, means I hit all the time, even with disadvantage. So he will go ahead and die at 49.
Okay. He certainly does die with 49 damage as you basically explode his ethereal being. As you do so, you notice something very strange and interesting. The energy that is coming off of him is flowing through the air and is finding its way over to this mausoleum here.
I start moving as fast as I can in that direction.
I'm going to use Final to the Pact Keeper thing to get a last spell slot, and I'm going to move my Magma Method over there because I'm not risking any.
Okay.
I think SQ is
So I need to call someone.
kind of with Tinder, simply because she's like, I'm not in any condition.
As a bonus action, can I hand a potion to SQ and say, drink this?
I mean, Kara has a potion, right?
Yeah, you've got potions too, SQ.
I mean, I know
You've got superior healing.
She knows she
8d4
does.
plus 8.
I know she does. She is
Fair.
milking it for all it's worth right now.
Fair. Alright. As you guys approach... okay. Who's dropped the healing?
Oh, who gave her healing?
I did. I said, literally, as I was walking past her, I handed her the
Oh, that's right, you do. Okay.
and said, as a bonus action, and said, here, take this, and then carried on going.
So, 8d4 plus 8. You get 28 points.
Hooray!
You should be back at full now. Yeah. Alright, as you approach the mausoleum, the sky begins to clear, as if whatever was causing this is now gone. As you approach closer and closer, you see that there is trace elements of the flower on the outside of the steps. A large stone door is in front of you.
Can I try to open it?
You can. Give me just a straight strength check.
With the crowbar.
With the crowbar, give you advantage.
Alright.
Good luck.
12. As you pry it in there. Oh, go on.
Flash of Genius, just in case.
Sure.
So that'll be 17. Yeah.
Okay. As you, the first time you sort of wedge it in, you get a little bit of slippage, and you don't quite have the right purchase. So you drive it back in again, and this time you really have got a good sort of hold on it. And as you pull back with all your might, the door props open. As it slides against the stone floor underneath, it opens up. Inside, you see what seems to be a stone coffin or a tomb.
Kurosi, you're the one with the crowbar. Let's get that open.
Alright. So Kurosi goes up to the tomb and opens it with a crowbar.
Alright, give me another strength check on that with advantage because you have the crowbar.
Alright.
Okay, with 12, you are able to sort of get it under there, but it does seem to be a bit more wedged than the door. You are physically having trouble with trying to open up this.
Tinder, can you shape change into something a bit sort of beefy and try and help him out?
Tinder, unfortunately, cannot really change his shape too much.
I can. It doesn't have any effect on my strength score. I mean, it should. It's nice for visuals. They can certainly help.
If it's like an obvious look, I could do clairvoyance. It'll take 10 minutes, but at least we'll be able to see what's on the other side before we try to open the door.
That's if you have 10 minutes.
I was just saying, door is already open. We're inside. We're at the coffin at the moment.
Yeah, you're inside of the mausoleum.
No. I tell you what I'm going to do. The lid of the coffin separate to the actual coffin itself.
Correct.
Cast levitate and just lift it off.
Okay. Easy enough for you to do so. You cast it and lift it straight, cleanly off. With for the first few seconds, Kurosi is suddenly believing that he just got really, really strong because he's now lifting this entire thing up over his head now. And oh wait, it's Legis. Okay, never mind. But inside you find a very ornately dressed small female child, blonde hair. A porcelain mask is placed over her face.
Can I tell if she's elven?
You can definitely, the first note off is definitely there. And from what you can remember, this definitely resembles the girl that you had handed off to the Lord in the beginning.
Alright. Well, Lesser Restoration.
As you cast Restoration, at first nothing happened. No movement, nothing. You stare more closely and it's strange, there's no movement, there's nothing. It should have worked by now. You really are used to this sort of working almost right away. And then suddenly, she opens her eyes. She reaches for her face and touches the porcelain mask. Taking it off, reveals that she has a bit of a scar across her face. She opens her eyes. Where am I?
You're in a graveyard.
No.
We thought you were dead and we buried you alive.
Tinder, no, okay, honey. And Esky's gonna like run up to her and be like, "You're safe. That's where you are. You're safe. You're with good people, and we're gonna take you back to your family."
I want to go home.
Yeah, okay. Let's go home.
Let's take her home.
And with that,
So people think that have disguise kids can take her home.
Like, did you eat while you were, buried or whatever? Like, do you want food?
buried and dead.
Do you want like?
We'll find all.
Mayonnaise! They want some
find-
mayonnaise with me.
She dips a finger in the mayonnaise, kind of gives it a little taste. Her eyes kind of widen a bit.
It tastes good, shut up.
She loves the delicacy. But anyway, we'll leave it at that for right now, guys. For today's session, I do have to be on my way.
Oh my goodness.
Go off and do my other show here. But, well, technically I don't drive. I actually hire a driver to drive me because I drink at these events.
You're
And
so fancy.
well, I found if you hire a taxi, you gotta wait for them, and sometimes they're not available, and you gotta wait 45 minutes or whatever. So I just hire a driver.
Oh my god, that's so fancy.
Makes it easier. And I know they're going to be there on time. I know I'm going to get to the place I need to go. And at the end of it, I can stay as long as I want, and I can drink as much, and I know I'll arrive home safely with all my gear.
That's fair. Thank you for an awesome game.
That was good fun.
Thank you.
And I haven't even got a chance to cast Find Familiar yet.
Indeed, I know. I was really, I was like waiting for it to sort of happen, but I'm like, okay, all right.
We just didn't have the time.
Indeed.
Yeah. I also forgot about that investigation check that I was supposed to do.
But yeah, I do need to go. It was good fun, and I look forward to Thursday. But I need to. Sorry, I don't have to be rushing. I'll see you guys. Right.
Thursday, buddy.
Bye.
Have a good night, everybody.
Indeed, and that's me as well. I do have to be on my way. But yes, before I go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought someone said DM. They must have said see ya. Anyway.
See ya.
All right. Well, anyway, cheers, guys. Catch you on Thursday.
All right.
Have a good one.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
That was funny.
Just know, Crossy owes you.
I can't hear you, mate. You just cut out.
Yeah, you cut out.
Sorry. Crossy owes you dessert.
Tell you what, when we get to the next town, I'll buy you an apple pie. It'll be fine. But in the meantime, I think we get the kid back to the family and get the hell out of town.
Oh my god, we have to get out of here so fast.
Yeah, you guys can do that. I'm just going to invisibility my way out of town already because I have no way of disguising myself.
And to be fair, SQ is like, she's like the far traveler, and she's beloved everywhere she goes, so even if she is slightly in trouble, pretty sure she can roll her way out of trouble, but she's so loyal though, so she's like, no, we leave together or we die here. She's very dramatic.
Yeah, I think we'll why don't you just leave it to me?
Oh, I love the fact that she went, do you guys want me to do a distraction? And literally every single player went, no.
Yeah, that'll come across well. Are you recording this session? Awesome.
Thank goodness.
Oh my god, it was so